times, above all, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves.
Well, the atmosphere in here is electric. A fight Nathan Heaney described as the FA Cup final of boxing. By his own admission, he needs to overturn the form book, perform better than he's ever done tonight against a man in Denzel Bentley who's shown he can mix in at world level, Richie.
Indeed, Bentley he's an established British champion. So it'll be interesting to see how this one starts. Heaney will try and disrupt the rhythm, I should think, of Bentley early on. Try and start quick, get the crowd behind him, and you never know. But Bentley, you know, he's established, like I said, Fletch, and he's a good all-rounder. He's a good boxer. He's good with his own jab. He's got a lot of skill as the champion. But that's what Bentley's got to do. He's got to get on that front foot and just disrupt the rhythm of the champion.
Heaney comes into tonight off the best win of his career against Jack Flatley in March. He's sold over 2,000 tickets with his passionate supporters from Stoke-on-Trent inside the building. Bentley's come such a long way since losing to Felix Cash in 2021, and his performance against Janibek, a challenge for the WBO world title, indicates he might just be hitting his peak. Conventional wisdom is that it should be straightforward for Bentley, but Heaney is an overachiever, and he's in there trying desperately tonight to prove everybody wrong, to prove the experts wrong, and he's being roared on by this crowd in here.
Yeah, and that will be a big help to him. At the same time, you know, he's got to concentrate and lose that jab, keep his chin down. He holds his chin a little bit too high for me, Nathan Heaney. He can be a little bit stiff and tense, so he doesn't want to be taking risks. Got to work behind that jab. But Bentley, the champion, just waiting, look, patiently. He's quick off the mark, Bentley, with his own work, especially with his jab. So he's just waiting now for Heaney to come to him, to come into range. That's what Denzel Bentley's doing.
The strains of Delilah being sung all around the Manchester arena by the Heaney supporters. We had the full ring walk, the final bar of the song was just about hitting when he climbed through the ropes here. And he's made quite a confident start in there against Denzel Bentley. The black trunks for Heaney, the khaki for the champion from Battersea. Heaney landing that right hand after Bentley had just missed with one of his own.
Yeah, that's not too bad there from Heaney. You've got to measure the distance and gap a little bit better though, especially with the left hand of his. He just started a couple of the attacks a little bit too far out, but Bentley is getting into a rhythm, now finding the target there with that right hand. It's a good opener actually.
Popping out that left jab. He's been boxing on the back foot in the main in this first round. Heaney looking to try and counter punch when he gets the opportunity. Just started to let his hands go right at the end of the round there, the man from Stoke-on-Trent. And there's the bell to end the first.
Listen, you're walking onto his right hand a few times. I told you what he's doing. Listen, he's looking for that right hand counter as soon as the ball went wanting. I told you, right hand counter, keep unsettling him. Drop in, drop out, step one way, step the other way. Don't let him set any of them up. Keep him guessing, okay? I told you that all along. And then be fast, and don't hang about with speed. That was a good round, Nate, more compact. Don't box lovely like that, and then give one big shot away. Boxing well, split this.
Steve Woodbine in the Nathan Heaney corner. The main message was to avoid Denzel Bentley's right-hand counter punch.
Yes, he's saying he's got to concentrate on that, but I didn't think it was too bad a round. I thought he just nicked the round, to be quite honest. Bentley certainly did some better work towards the end of the round, but overall I thought Heaney just did enough. Not a lot in it though.
Second round of 12, the British middleweight title on the line. That belongs to Denzel Bentley. The WBA Continental middleweight belt is what Heaney brought to the ring, and he just catches Bentley there with a long right hand at the start of this second round.
They're just starting the attack from a little bit too far out, Heaney, but nevertheless he did catch Bentley with that shot, but he'll have to watch that. He can't afford to Start from too far out, but that's not bad from Heaney.
Well, he's having a bit of success himself there. When they got close together, it was Heaney landing the shots. 18 wins for Denzel Bentley, and 15 of them have been via stoppage, and a lot of them have been inside the opening 2 rounds. Heaney coming into the night unbeaten, but tends to have to go the distance in the main when he's in there.
Well, Bentley just made a mistake there, Fletch, and he gets caught. He got caught with a right-hand counter from Heaney. He naturally led with a good 1-2, but then held his feet, and Heaney come back with his own 1-2. So it's building, actually livening up this one.
We've asked this question a few times tonight, but it is the kind of night when we find out just how good Nathan Heaney is, because he's stepping up the levels tonight against a man who pushed a very good world champion all the way, Denzel Bentley. So it's a bit of a fact-finding mission with regards to what the absolute potential of Nathan Heaney might actually be.
Yeah, Bentley's looking for that right hand, isn't he? Got to work. The champion's got to work more with his jab. He's looking for that backhand all the time.
Both of them looking to grip their teeth and let the punches go. The look on Heaney's face told you that.
Not a bad right-hand counter there from Bentley. Heaney just sitting back and trying to catch Bentley as he's actually coming forward. Bentley just finding his range a little bit better now, the champion.
Heaney looks like he's quite happy to stand there and have a tear-up if that's what Bentley wants to do. Whether that's a foolish notion, we'll wait and see. Moving towards the end of the second. The crowd in here definitely on the side of Nathan Heaney. He's a brilliant ticket seller, and he's always roared on by the passionate supporters from his hometown of Stoke-on-Trent. To grit his teeth in there.
And every punch he's throwing, gritting his teeth, just tensing up a little bit too much. Bentley far more relaxed.
Good shot from Heaney right towards the end of the round. That right hand over the top. A straw poll around the arena earlier. There were a lot of people suggesting that this would be over and done with inside 2 rounds, so Heaney's made a mockery of that. Now it's whether he can build from here. His cornerman Steve Woodbine between rounds was saying, look, this is going to be as hard as you make it. Bentley looking for that big right hand, looking to let his hands go. Heaney happy to stand there. Bentley pushed back by Heaney, who's a big man at middleweight, isn't he? Big and tall and strong.
He is indeed. Just a little bit too tense. You can see the quality and technique in Bentley's work. The shots seem to flow a little bit better. Heaney tends to push them out a little bit more. But nevertheless, gritting his teeth every time he throws that right hand, throwing it with real intent.
Heaney's turn to try and counter Denzel Bentley's work in there. The winner's been promised a world title shot next year. Both were very respectful of each other at the weigh-in yesterday. Both of them very approachable men outside the ring. 2 good men in there, aren't they?
Yeah, they're cracking fellas outside the ring. And inside the ring, they're totally different, and that's how it should be. Bentley, at this stage, probably neglecting his jab a little bit. That's not too bad there from Heaney.
He's had a bit of success with that right hand, hasn't he, up to this point?
These quick raiding attacks that he keeps doing. Bentley's just neglecting his jab, so he's looking for that right hand all the time. Wants to catch his opponent with a big power shot. He's got to use his jab a little bit more, as Bentley. But Heaney's doing really well.
The final minute, the 3rd round, scheduled for 12. Heaney on the move. Bentley seems convinced he can get that big right hand through. They were saying between rounds in the Heaney corner that he's loading up on that shot, looking to land it. Heaney makes the spray cascade off the head of Bentley.
Yeah, Bentley's just neglecting the right hand, neglecting his jab rather. Look how he's coming forward now, high guard. He's just trying to take the shots on the gloves and on the arms, so he's not really respecting the power of Heaney. And there's the right hand that we spoke about. That's the shot that he's trying to land.
Very untidy in there, and there's the bell.
You fool-headed character!
Not too bad around, I think, from Heaney again. He may have nicked it. A lot in the rounds.
Heaney says he's fighting for his city tonight. He's a big Stoke fan. He's trying to put that city back on the map in boxing terms. Bentley's enjoying his second reign as British champion. He won the belt from Mark Efron in 2020, lost it in his first defence to Felix Cash, then he won it back again when he beat Linus Udofia last year, and he's making the second defence since regaining it tonight into the fourth. And there are a lot of people who didn't think this fight would go this far.
He's boxed a clever contest, hasn't he, Heaney? On that back foot, gets caught with the right hand there, then he replies with his own shot, so that wasn't too bad. But you can see the confidence building in Bentley now, the way he's walking forward, and there's that right hand left foot combination.
Heaney happy to stand his ground though, he took it well. Can't take too many of those though. He can bang Denzel Bentley. Just falling short with that right hand, but he's got the confidence in that punch that he knows he can end the fight with it if he lands it properly.
Yeah, but sometimes that's not a good thing, Fletch. Too much confidence in that right hand, and he's waiting a little bit too long. Again, look, you see he's on that front foot, he's trying to catch Heaney. He's relying too much on that right hand of his.
The Heaney corner, Richie, is screaming at him to keep popping out the jab, not just move backwards like this, but to get the jab going as well.
They probably know that, you know, some judges prefer that front foot pressure, and that's what Bentley's doing. But there's got to be a little bit more come back from Heaney. Maybe try and push Bentley back.
Heaney looked to get his own right hand through there.
It was well blocked actually from Bentley. That was good defensive work. Just kept his left hand nice and high, and the shot actually hit his arm. We can see the confidence in Bentley. He's trying to close that gap down and land that right hand, but a good response from Heaney again.
Oh, really good punch. He keeps finding those, doesn't he, when he needs them. Tremendous atmosphere inside the Manchester Arena. 30 seconds to go in round 4. Kevin Parker instructing Denzel Bentley to stop hitting on the back of the head. Bentley lands the right hand. Seconds here in the fourth round. Everything that Heaney lands is cheered to the rafters in here. And there's the bell. This is all about your feet. And they're getting more and more confident, Richie, the longer this fight goes on.
Yeah, they want him to hit and move, don't they? And not to exchange and trade with him. But at some point, you know, when he's on that back foot, he's got to land the shots as Bentley's coming forward.
Into the fifth round, only 2 men from Stoke have been British champion. Tommy Harrison at bantamweight in the 20s, and the late Chris Edwards, who won titles at flyweight and super flyweight more recently. It's a real opportunity tonight for Nathan Heaney to really make his name as a Stoke boxing man.
Well, he's listening to his corner, he's hitting and he's moving. That's a little bit better from him. Bentley marching forward there, not too far away with that right hand.
Telling the Heaney corner to be quiet. It's been a decent start to the round here for Heaney, Richie.
Yeah, he's boxed well, he's boxed at range, and he's kept the movement going, and that I think is crucial. He cannot afford to stand and trade with Bentley, who's planting his feet, concentrating on power shots and neglecting his jab here, Bentley. So Nathan Heaney, he's boxing the right fight up to now, listening to his corner, hitting and moving and being very awkward.
And they're all scoring punches from Nathan Heaney. Not a great deal coming back, by the way, volume from Denzel Bentley. He seems confident that he can land that right hand at some stage, but not to this point. Heaney growing in confidence, maybe believing in himself even more than he did at the outset. Good work again from the challenger. Minute to go in this one. Round number 5.
Well, you heard Heaney's corner talk about making Bentley frustrated, and that's what he's probably doing here. He's hitting and he's moving, he's being very awkward, and Bentley just occasionally just loading up a little bit too much, concentrating on big shots. And again, Heaney plucking away, isn't he, with these punches.
Scoring combinations, Richie, aren't they?
Waiting for that one big shot from Bentley to come. And in the meantime, it's Heaney just poking away with these punches.
He's listened to his corner as well, because they said it's all about your feet. Your feet are going to decide the fight. He's been on the move all the way through this round.
And what's important, we spoke about at the start of the round, he's hitting the target and he's moving, so that's good. That's what he's got to do.
What he doesn't want to do is stand there and trade against Denzel Bentley, so he moves away. And the cornermen jump in, there's the bell. And that was a good round for Nathan Heaney.
Spit this one. Nate.
He's switched on, hits a move. And he's following instructions really well. What can Bentley do to get to Nathan Heaney?
Heaney's 6 years older than Bentley at 34. They turned pro 6 weeks apart back in 2017. Heaney had the longer amateur career of the two, and he's boxing really cleverly in there at the moment. Moving towards the halfway stage, and there's not really been any moments of crisis up to now.
No, he's sneaking the shots at long range, isn't he? He's hitting and he's moving. He's being very awkward, and frustration has definitely creeped into Bentley's work, I think. And also neglecting that lead hand of his. As I say that, then he throws that jab, but throughout the contest, he's just been looking for that right hand too much. It's allowed Heaney to come back with shots like that.
Been very good at counter-punching so far tonight, Heaney. Looks really sharp in there. Have to emphasise the step-up in class that he's making tonight, Nathan Heaney, but he's taken to it well.
Yeah, it's a massive step up for him. He knows that. At the moment, he's carrying out the tactics very well indeed.
Bentley missing with the left hook. Heaney boxing a really sensible fight in there at the moment, and whenever Bentley does miss and does commit, he's being made to pay by a solid counter from the challenger.
Well, at the moment, what Bentley wants him to do, wants to exchange and wants Heaney to exchange with him. Heaney sensibly boxing on the outside, mainly mid and long range punches, catching Bentley as he comes forward. Some action now, Fletch.
Bentley looking to open up, but didn't really land anything solid in there. He doesn't lack for guts and determination, Heaney, either. He's not just going to lay it well. It's a really good left hook from Nathan Heaney. Taken really well by Bentley.
Yeah, reverse 1-2, wasn't it? The right hand went out and the left hand super shot that was, and Bentley wasn't expecting that.
The one thing he might just want to guard against. There's a bit of overconfidence in there, Heaney. He's just starting to drop his hands and strut his stuff a little bit, which can be dangerous against a man like Bentley who can really punch.
And because he boxes a little bit of tension, you can see it in his body. That's why he's probably dropping the arms. He's probably tiring a little bit now. Whereas Bentley looks the more natural boxer. Heaney tends to tense up, but nevertheless he's boxing well here. Heaney boxing the right tactics, listening to his corner, and at the moment that round was his round.
Well, the last two rounds have been really good Heaney rounds, haven't they? That one, he was in control pretty much for all of it. And listen to the reaction in the corner.
Come on, get your tail up, son. Stay switched on for me, won't you? Nathan, we're halfway through. He's got to knock you out, I'm telling you. Okay? I want you to win every round. How are you feeling?
Corner, wasn't it? The words from Steve Woodbine and then Heaney saying, I feel amazing, I feel amazing. If there is concern, it's going to be in the corner of Denzel Bentley. Out they come for the 7th, and Richie at the moment has Nathan Heaney 2 rounds up.
Last couple of rounds especially, I think Heaney boxed very well. It's whether he can keep it going. Remember, we're halfway in this contest. You're in against an established, seasoned British champion. So the next 6 rounds, yeah, are going to be really hard for Nathan Heaney, but up to now, things are going his way.
It just started to showboat a little bit in there. That's how much the confidence is growing in Nathan Heaney, and then he puts a combination together at the end of all that. Cannot take his eye off the ball though, because if Bentley uncorks one of those right hands, this can change in a second.
Yes, indeed.
It's Heaney's fight at the moment, though, with a minute gone in the 7th.
He's just outworking Bentley at this stage. Bentley's concentrating on the heavy shots still, and Heaney is just poking those punches out. There's not a lot in them, but they're still hitting the target, and you can't ignore that. See, look at that for a shot there from Bentley. That right hand, he threw everything into that. His right leg even came round because he was so committed, but it didn't hit the target.
Probably shot from Heaney, who's getting the better of the exchanges. There's some blood on the face now of Heaney, whether that's coming from the nose.
He can't afford to hold the feet here, Fletch. He's got to keep moving. Heaney. Bentley will prefer him to stand and trade. That's what Bentley will want. The movement is causing Bentley a few problems. It's more awkward. He can't seem to nail Heaney with a good shot because of that movement. If he slows the feet down, it could change.
Less than a minute to go in the 7th. Heaney with a combination. Bentley's not really ever been able to find any real rhythm in there because he was loading up on those big right hands early in the fight. And Heaney's the one that's got himself into a nice rhythm here, and Bentley's got to try and do something here to turn the tide.
At the moment there seems to be three shots coming back to Bentley's 1. So Heaney picking and prodding with his punches. Heaney said, look, you can't ignore them.
He continues to be elusive in there, Nathan Heaney. Blood flowing from his nose, but he won't worry about that. Into the final 10 seconds of the 7th, another round that's been decent for him. And there's the bell. And everything that Nathan Heaney came here to do tonight is going according to plan at this stage.
Go.
I tell you what's really noticeable in there tonight, the energy in the respective corners, Richie.
Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it? I think Heaney's corner, you know, they're so excited. Their game plan is working at this stage. But there's still 5 rounds to go. And they've said he's going to come for you. And straight away, Denzel Bentley lands a good shot there.
Heaney needs to stay on the move. Bentley's got to find a way to somehow pin him down.
A slower start to this round. Slowed down a little bit. He certainly slowed the feet. Bentley again looking for the more power shots. That right hand of his, also the left hook's coming into play now. Can Heaney keep his opponent at bay? It's a big ask for him.
This is the big question, Richie. They were asking him between rounds in the corner, how do you feel? They keep asking him that question because they've got to work out whether he can do this for 12 rounds, and Bentley might just be starting to get him to unravel, but Heaney digs in and digs those toes into the canvas and fires back himself.
Well, he had to dig in there because he walked onto a cracking shot. It was a right hand over the top as Heaney come forward. Little shot, short punch, he walked straight onto it. He's actually recovered quite well, but he was in trouble there for a moment there, was Heaney.
Landed a good shot himself there that had just spun the head of Bentley round. Nathan Heaney, minutes to go in the 8th. Whipping right hand from Heaney as Bentley came in. Nathan Heaney's joining in with the fans, I think, in there. He's enjoying his night, he's standing his ground, he's landing punches of his own, and he's pushing Denzel Bentley backward.
He recovered well from that shot.
30 seconds to go in the 8th. Head seems clear enough despite that Bentley punch.
Good response. He's obviously very fit, isn't he, Nathan Heaney?
Final few seconds. And there's the bell. So let's bring in Carl Frampton. Carl, give us your assessment of how this one's going then. Not many people thought that this fight was going to go this long. How's Nathan Heaney doing for you?
I have him a fair bit in front. I think he's boxing beautifully. He looks like he's fighting on nervous energy. Maybe that's went away the last few rounds, but the first sort of half of the first sort of 5 or 6 rounds, he was so tense. He started to relax a wee bit more. He's definitely getting a little bit tired, but Bentley's also tired as well. This is a really, like, I expected this fight not to be competitive in Bentley's favour, but it's the other way around here. I don't even think the scorecards are that close. I think that Heaney's way in front, and it's surprising me and a lot of other people.
Thank you, Carl. I mean, I think it's one of those nights, which is we see some of the action from the previous round, that regardless of the outcome tonight, Nathan Heaney has enhanced his reputation by his performance quite considerably at British level.
Absolutely, yeah. He's boxing superbly well. Bentley's just coming forward more and more now, though, Fletcher. He's trying to wear him down, and I think it's noticeable that Heaney, he's holding his feet a little bit more. Bentley's still concentrating on those heavier shots. But yeah, Nathan Heaney, he's boxing really, really well. I've got him in front, a couple of rounds. Carl's got it wider, so we shall see.
So Richie has him 2 rounds up, unofficially, of course, with 4 to go. Nathan Heaney into the 9th and 12th. The British middleweight title is on the line, as well as Heaney's WBA Continental middleweight title. And the Heaney supporters continue to sing and continue to generate a magnificent atmosphere in here. I think one of the most disappointing aspects tonight from the Bentley perspective is he's never really been able to sustain attacks in there.
No, certainly hasn't. I think, I don't know, his complacency crept in here. I don't know. But certainly he didn't start the contest too well. And loaded up far too much, looking for the big shots. And that's just allowed Heaney to box his sort of contest on the outside, picking and poking with his shots. And he boxed very well.
Halfway through the night, quiet round to this point. Heaney continues to box in there, continues to keep a semblance of control. A
slight change in tact here. from Bentley, he's staying on the outside. He's trying to get Nathan Heaney to come forward. That's giving him a little bit more confidence.
Bentley tried to load up on that right hand, but didn't really make it. Didn't catches Heaney with that one though. That was a nice sharp shot in there from Bentley.
That's the shot he should be throwing. That's a simple jab. Oh, that's a good punch there from Heaney.
Really was.
Just neglected his jab.
Yeah, right hand that landed on the chin of Denzel Bentley. 30 seconds to go in the ninth. A lot of emphasis has been on whether Heaney can do this for 12 rounds, but Bentley looks tired in there as well, Richie.
He's tired, and he probably didn't expect Heaney to be keeping this up for as long as he has been doing.
Well, there you go. There is a man enjoying his night.
Yeah, indeed.
I think it might tell you something about how he's feeling, because if you're shattered, you don't spring back up like that, do you?
He's so confident, doesn't he? Bentley, I think he's feeling the pace a little bit now. He did not expect this match.
No, he talked about this being the FA Cup final of boxing. Even by his own admission, he said he's got to overturn the form book. To this point, by Richie's card, he's doing exactly that. Now, Steve, I can box 3 rounds. He's the man with the problem to solve. Denzel Bentley, defending champion. This was supposed to be a relatively straightforward defence for him tonight. It's turning into anything other than that. Round 10, 3 to go. Richie's got Heaney ahead on his card. We don't know what the judges are seeing. Howard Foster, Steve Graham, Victor Loughlin. But already this is a brilliant performance tonight from the underdog, the overachiever, Nathan Heaney from Stoke. Can Bentley find the quality and class to turn the fight in his favour in what remains of this fight?
That's what he's got to do. You have to give a lot of credit to Nathan Heaney, the way he's boxed. No one expected him to do this. He's controlled the attacks from the champion, Denzel Bentley. And Bentley, for whatever reason, he hasn't been on it tonight. And again, Nathan Heaney, you can see the confidence that he's growing.
Good work from Heaney again. Bentley a little bit ragged as he was trying to throw that combination. Heaney standing and letting the punches go and actually getting the better of the exchanges now.
Superb that was there from Heaney. It was a good jab from Bentley to start it all off. But Heaney replied. 4, 5, maybe 6 shots went in there. Bentley just guilty of landing that one shot and then holding his feet and just allowing his opponent to come back with clever counters. Just when you expect Heaney to stop punching, then he just keeps the attack going.
He's supremely fit, isn't he? Nathan Heaney. He's clearly trained extremely hard for this fight. Minute to go in the 10th. Just when you think that Bentley might land a shot to start to turn it round in his favour, Heaney responds with 3 or 4 punches to swing it back his way.
I mean, he's always dangerous, Bentley. He's a big hitter, big puncher. But he's just been outworked here. I certainly didn't expect this from Heaney. He's late on in the contest.
Perfect end to a great night of boxing here in Manchester. The magnificent 7 card has lived up to its billing. We've had some excellent fights in there tonight. Are we going to get a big shock at the end of it all? 20 seconds to go in the 10th. Are you seeing this is the Heaney round to this point, Rich?
Again, I mean, it's a close round. Oh, that's better there from Bentley. Heaney come back. I mean, it's a close round. That's this one.
There's the bell, 2 to go. That card's correct. And it's all going to come down to Howard Foster, Steve Graham, Victor Loughlin if it goes the distance. But if they're seeing it like that, Bentley's got to find something here in the last 2 rounds.
he's certainly got to do a lot better. That's what he has been doing. For his standards anyway. Denzel Bentley just has him in at the races for me tonight here.
He still looks like there's plenty of life in the legs.
Again, the quality power shots you see from Denzel Bentley. His technique's good. Just plants those feet, gets the shots in. And when he lands one, he's got 4 or 5 that comes back from Bentley, from Nathan Heaney.
Heaney landing there just as Bentley was loading up that big shot. More punches being thrown here by Bentley in this round. There's more urgency about him.
He just got caught with the left up there, but it's a better attack there from Bentley as he's coming forward. He's got to keep his right hand a little bit higher when he moves closer to Heaney, who throws that left hook on the inside. But nevertheless, I think Bentley's got a bit of confidence in this round, landing with some better punches.
Well, Heaney is starting to feel the pace, and the crowd inside the arena are going to give him a huge lift. They've been extremely vocal throughout, managed to land the right hand himself there. Just over a minute to go in the 11th. It's been a better round from Bentley, but it's not been a dominant round from the champion.
He's been a little bit busier, hasn't he, Bentley?
Bentley just managed to land that right hand onto the cheek of Heaney, but he comes straight back again.
He comes straight back, he doesn't really hit the target. This is a little bit better. He's got to get those ropes. The referee just had it just mentioning about his head, leaning in with the head. Certainly a better round for Bentley. He's been more active. I think his corner knew he needed it.
Good shot from Heaney right at the end of the round. Caught Bentley coming in. Both of them now want to stand and trade. And there's the bell. And we will go into the final round tonight. Two weary fighters.
Bentley just seems so relaxed, doesn't he? As if he thinks he's ahead, maybe. But I don't.
No, Richie's got Nathan Heaney up by 2. Final round. British title on the line. WBA Continental Middleweight title. 3 minutes to decide it. Raucous atmosphere inside the Manchester arena. Bentley the champion, Heaney the challenger. Looking to upset the form book. Looking as the underdog to cause the big surprise here tonight. Only the judges know how they're scoring it. Howard Foster, Steve Graham, Victor Loughlin. Could all come down to this 3 minutes, we don't know.
Let's see if Nathan Heaney's going to stick to the tactics in that court from that corner. Here to move. Bentley backs on that front foot again. Still looking for those power shots on a walk. Heaney down.
Decent scoring shots there from Heaney. Those 2 punch combinations that he's landed all night when Bentley's tried to come in.
What will the judges prefer? The front foot pressure from Bentley or Heaney on that back foot, scoring with 3s and 4s, hitting and moving.
That is the $1 million question.
There you go, you know. Some judges see it differently. I don't think you get away from the fact, though, that there's been periods in the contest that Bentley's been outworked here and there. He always seems to be watching in and waiting for the big shot to land, but it hasn't really got home here tonight. And again, Heaney's coming back, 3s and 4s from him.
Heaney's landing more punches here in the final round, and he's the one that's standing there and having success. Just a little bit more than a minute to go in the 12th. Heaney starting to showboat. Bentley looking frustrated. He's never really found his rhythm all night. There's never really been a period of the fight where he's been the dominant man in there.
perfect tactics from Heaney at this stage of the contest. Last round, Bentley's coming forward, a little bit frustrated. Heaney now hands low, inviting the pressure, but he's responding with 3s and 4s, and then he's moving, listening to his corner. I mean, it's good tactics, and it's worked well for him. It's whether he's going to get it. That's the big question. That's as you've said.
Kevin Parker reading the riot act to Nathan Heaney. In comes Denzel Bentley, tried to land the right. Hands held low by Heaney, 30 seconds of the fight to go. Heaney tagged on the way out, Bentley misses with a punch. Both of them stand in centre ring. Heaney throws that big left hand at Bentley.
Yeah, and both now just standing, as you said, Flex, toe to toe, trying to land that big shot. Both of them just swinging, hoping to connect. But Heaney, on his bike, thinks he's done enough.
Heaney playing to the crowd, time ticking down. Bentley looking for the punch. There's the final bell. And the Nathan Heaney corner dive into the ring. Heaney starts to celebrate. His supporters around the arena think he's done enough to win the fight. It'll come down to Howard Foster, Steve Gray and Victor Loughlin. But regardless of the outcome, he's over-delivered and some tonight, Nathan Heaney.
Absolutely, yes, 100%. No one even expected Nathan Heaney to hear the final bell. Let's get it right. And he's boxed a very clever contest indeed on the outside. And that last round would probably told the story of the fight, to be quite honest.
Richie, if body language counts for anything, Nathan Heaney's got it. I mean, Denzel Bentley doesn't look confident at all in there. Heaney's been up on the shoulders of his trainer. There's a warm embrace between Steve Woodbine and Denzel Bentley. He looks really confident. He looks like he feels like he's done more than enough to win this British title.
Yeah, an incredible performance from Nathan Heaney, no matter what the result. And like I say, in that last round, hitting and moving, frustrating the champion Denzel Bentley, who was always looking for that big shot. It was good tactics from Heaney, coming back with 2s, 3s and 4s, then moving again.
We go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Victor Loughlin scores it 114 to 114, even a draw. Judge Steve Gray scores it 116 to 113. And Judge Howard Foster scores it 117 to 111. Both in favor of your winner by majority decision. And now both British and WBA Continental Middleweight Champion, Nathan Heaney!